our session today, we will be having geometric means and geometric series. Now, let's begin first with geometric means. This is very similar with arithmetic means, but the process is different. It's similar in a way that we will be inserting numbers between two given terms, just like in our definition here. Geometric mean, the terms between any two non-consecutive terms of a geometric sequence. Like, for example, I'm going to give you this. This is a geometric sequence. And the numbers between 2 and 162, these three numbers here, 6, 18, 54, these are what you call the geometric means between 2 and 162. So we will be solving these numbers in our next examples. So ang atong gipangpangita is kini siya, this one, and this one. It's possible that you'll be looking for only one geometric mean. Two or more geometric means is also possible. Now, let's begin first with one geometric mean. So you have here the article a. The article a means 1. So I'm going to be looking for one geometric mean between 4 and 16. So if I'm going to be doing this, diba, I'm going to be having one blank between 4 and 16 because I'll be inserting one geometric mean only. Let's have the longer way. I have two ways of doing this, the shortcut and the long method. Now let's have the long method first. So the long method requires us to solve R. Okay? So again, the long method will require us to solve the common ratio. And take note, in our given, the number 4 here is the first term. The number 16 here is the nth term. So you already know the nth term is 16. It's given over here. Is equal to the first term is the number 4. That's given also. The common ratio, the thing that we will be solving today. And then n. Now, my question is this. What is the value of n? Is it 16? Ikapila nga term si 16? Ikatulo. So, meaning 1, 2, 3. Therefore, our n is 3. Because the number 16 is the third term in our sequence. So that's 3 minus 1. Okay? Now let's begin. Now let's continue rather. So dividing both sides by 4 to cancel out 4. 16 divided by 4, you will get 4 for that. R raised to 3 minus 1, that's R squared. Now here's my question. How do you solve for R? What are you going to do here? Yes, that's correct. You take the square root of both sides. Taking the square root of both sides, so I'm going to be eliminating this and this because the square root of R squared is R. What about the square root of 4? What is the square root of 4? There you go. Our common ratio is 2. So I'm going to go back to our problem. What is 4 times 2? 8. 8 times 2. And our answer is the number 8. Sir, what is the shortcut that you are talking about? Okay, the shortcut, this shortcut is only applicable if you only need to solve one geometric mean. But if you will be solving two or more geometric means, you need to go through solving the common ratio. Kini siya, diretso na ni siya kung unsay answer sa shortcut, mao na ang middle term nga atong gipangita. And how do you do that? It's so simple. You just multiply the two given numbers. What are those two given numbers? Okay, you multiply 4 and 16. And then you get its square root all the time. So what is 4 times 16? 64. And what is the square root of 64? 8. And take note, that is our answer over here. Okay? So you can use the shortcut for one geometric mean, or you can go through the process of solving for R, or the common ratio. It's up to you. Both solutions are right. Is our first example clear? Okay, let's proceed to our second example. Let's make use of the shortcut, because I prefer the shortcut when I am solving only one geometric mean. So I'm gonna be having one blank between 60 and 15. So what are you gonna do to use the shortcut? You will... Okay, let's write that down. Multiply 60 and 15, then... Okay, take its square root. Now, what is 60 times 15? 900. That's correct. 900. What's the square root of 900? 30. So, therefore, our geometric mean is 30. Okay? Any questions about our first two examples? Okay. Again, this shortcut is only applicable if you are gonna be solving for one geometric mean. Sir, what if, sir, we will be having like two or more geometric means? Oh, this will be our example. This one, you are required to get two geometric means. So, therefore, you'll have two blanks between -2 and 54. So, I'm gonna be using the arithmetic note, the geometric sequence formula. What is a sub n in our problem? 5, 4. This is your a sub n. What about the first term? -2 is our first term. This one. This is our first term. What the common ratio? We will solve that. What is the value of n? 4. As you can see in our blank, Kenisha, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth term is the number 54. So this is 4 minus 1. Okay, how much are you going to divide for this? Okay, divide both sides by -2. Cancel out. What is 54 over -2 equal to? -27. Okay. And what will be the exponent of r? 3. Now, cube. How do you solve for r now? Get the cube root. Correct. Ganiha, it's square root because squared man atong exponent sa r. But in this case, it's cube already. Get the cube root of both sides. Okay? If that's 4 nga exponent, fourth root for both sides. Now, cancel out this. You are left with r on this side. What is the cube root of -27? Is it +3 or is it -3? -3. Okay. So, we will be multiplying this by -3. How much do we get? 6. Okay. Times -3 again. -18. Let's verify. Multiply this by -3. Is it 54? Yes, it is. Now, I will be presenting to you a simplified solution for r. This is my shortcut for r. Okay? This is my shortcut for r. I'm just using this process pero akong gipamubo, gisimplify, gipasayon. Now, this will be the process. Unsay given nako sa ato ang problem? 54 and -2. So I will be dividing 54 by -2. A sub n divided by a sub 1. So 54 divided by -2. Now you write the radical symbol because we are simply looking for r. Now, sir, what will be the index here? Go to your problem. How many geometric means are we gonna solve? +1. How much is that? 3. And that will be the index of your radical. So we will be having the cube root of 27. So what is the cube root of -27? It's still -3. It's the same as our answer a while ago. And you will go through the same process. Times -3 times -3. Is our third example clear? Okay, let's have more examples. I'm gonna be using the shortcut right now. Okay, so we have here insert two geometric means, and I'm gonna be using the shortcut here for solving R. So I will be what? Dividing. What are you gonna do to get the shortcut? What will you do with the given? You divide. So the shortcut is simply i-divide ang 1,375 by 11. And then you write the radical symbol. There will be 2 plus 1. The index here will be 3. Do you get the shortcut? Okay, what is 1,375 divided by 11? 125. What is 125 taking its cube root? 5. Okay, let's go back to our given. Times 5, how much? 55. Right? Multiply this by 5. How much do we get? And then you multiply out times 5 again. Is it 1,375? Therefore, our answer will be 55 and 275. Okay? Let's have our last example about geometric means. So, unsa ato ang, okay, 3 geometric means this time. So, I'll be having 3 blanks there. So, again, my shortcut. This is the shortcut for solving R. Solving R, what are you going to divide? 162 over 2. And what will be the index here? 4. It's because 3 plus 1 will give us 4. Okay? So, what is 162 divided by 2? So, what is the fourth root of 81? 3. So, meaning, our common ratio is 3. Let's go to our problem. Times 3. 6. Times 3. 18. Times 3. 5, 4. Multiply dog 3. Is it 162? Yes, it is. Therefore, our answer is 6, 18, and 54. Are there any questions about geometric means? None. Now, let's go to geometric series. So, take note, you already know what series is. It talks about sum. So, the definition of geometric series is this. It's simply an expression formed by adding the terms of a geometric sequence. Ang arithmetic series na to, it's adding the terms of an arithmetic sequence. In geometric series, you're given a geometric sequence, you'll be adding the terms, you call it geometric series. Okay? Now, let's have our formula. There are 2 kinds of geometric series. The first kind is what you call finite. The second kind is infinite. Sir, why is it called finite? It's because you are given how many terms to add. This will be our hint. If you're given, like example, find the sum of the first 7 terms of this sequence. Find the sum of the first 10 terms of this sequence. If you're given how many terms to be added, it's finite because kabalo ka pila ka numbers imong i-add. So this is now one distinction of a finite geometric series. Ang available data, there should be the number of terms to be added. So take note of this formula. S sub n is equal to the first term times, that's r raised to n minus 1 all over r minus 1. Let's make use of this formula in our first example. Over here. So we have here, find the sum of the first 10 terms. So how many numbers are we got? How many terms are we adding? We will be adding 10 numbers or 10 terms. So kining 10 dire is our n. Okay? So if we will be using the formula now, this is the sum of the first 10 terms. Mao ni pasabot ani niya. The sum of the first 10 terms is equal to, what is the first term in our given? The number 4. Substitute number 4 over here. What is the common ratio? Why? How did you get 2? How did you get 2? 4 multiplied by 2, or simply you'll divide 8 by 4, you're gonna get 2 for that. Diba? Mo ni process na to last time. Or pwede na sad, sir, gi-times na kog 2 ang 4 to get 8. It's still correct. So the common ratio is 2. What is the value of n? 10. Minus 1 all over 2 minus 1. Okay. Kindly use your calculator. What is 2 raised to 10? Minus 1. There you go. Then let's subtract these two. You'll get 1. Calculate this. 4 times 1023. How much do we get? 4092. This will be the sum of the first 10 terms of your sequence. Any questions about our first problem? Okay, let's proceed to our second problem. There you go. Find the sum of the first 7 terms of this geometric series. So take note, this is our n. This is our first term. Let's get the common ratio. What's the common ratio equal to? 4. 36 divided by 9. You're gonna get 4 for that. Let's introduce our formula. There you have it. So this becomes S sub 7 because n is equal to 7. The first term is, this is the first term, by the way. That's not an a sub n. That's the first term. Sorry for that. So the first term is 9. Right? And then R is 4 raised to 7 minus 1. That's 4 minus 1. Substitute everything in your formula. Now, what is 4 raised to 7 minus 1 equal to? How much again? That was 16,383. Okay, multiply that to 9, then divided by 3. We got 3 because we subtracted 4 and 1. Multiply, divided by 3. How much do we get? 49,149 is correct. So this is the sum of the first 7 terms in your sequence. Okay? Example number 3. Find the sum of the first 9 terms. Okay, let's identify. What is n equal to? 9. So this is n. So S sub 9. What is the first term in our given? Negative 6. What is the common ratio? 5. So you have negative 30 divided by negative 6. You will be getting positive 5 for that. 5 raised to 9 minus 1 all over 5 minus 1. Okay, this time, kindly calculate everything. Dili na lang nato usa-usahon. Ighuman og exponent sa 9 minusan og 1 multiplied to negative 6 divided by 4. How much do you get? Okay, that's totally right. Negative 2,929,686 is correct. Were you able to get this answer? Okay, so are there any questions about our fourth problem? Fourth example. Last example is this. Last example for finite geometric series. What about you're given like an item like finding the first 8 terms of this geometric series? What is n equal to here? 8. What is the first term? 8. What is the common ratio? So you got that by dividing 56 by 8. 7. 7 raised to 8 minus 1 all over 7 minus 1. Calculate everything, please. You verify that. Kindly verify your solution. Again, using your calculator, this is 7 raised to 8, then minus 1 equal to times 8 divided by 6. Yes, 7,686,400. That's totally right. Just be careful with your calculators sa pagmanipulate. Any questions about finite geometric sequence? Or series, finite geometric series? None. Okay, let's go to our next kind of geometric series, the infinite geometric series. Now, this can be solved if you are not given how many terms are you gonna be adding. So meaning you'll be given only find the sum of, and you're given the geometric sequence, or probably what is the sum of the sequence. And take note, the common ratio, the absolute value should be less than 1. Because if it's greater than 1, no sum exists. Okay? So let's make use of this formula. Take note, this is infinite geometric series, and you are denoted with the symbol of infinity. And the first term over 1 minus r. Let's have our first example para mas maklaro nato. Look at this one. Are you given like how many terms are you gonna add? Wala. You're simply given, find the sum. 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1 over 8. So this is an example of an infinite geometric sequence or series. Now, first thing that you're gonna do is you need to solve for the common ratio. But the common ratio is you divide this 1/4, you divide 1/4 by 1/2. Now, here's my question. How do you divide fractions, by the way? Do you still remember the rule in dividing fractions? What do you do with 1/2? Ibalik. Correct. So meaning, I'm gonna write down 1/4. I'm gonna make this baliktad, meaning reciprocal, that's 2 over 1. And I will proceed to multiplication. That's the rule when you divide fractions. So, I will be canceling this out. Kaya common, that becomes 1, that becomes 2. So, what is left here is how much? Oh, that is our common ratio, 1/2. Now, here's my question. Is 1/2 less than 1? Yes. So, therefore, we will be computing the sum of this infinite geometric series. So, what is the first term? 1/2 is the first term. 1 minus, what is the value of r? 1/2. Okay, let's solve the denominator first. What is 1 minus 1/2? Kinisha, pila man ni siya? 1/2. 1/2. Okay. Now, diba the rule is you get the reciprocal. So 1/2 times, what's the reciprocal of 1/2? 2 over 1. Di ba makancel ang 2 and 2? And what will be the result? 1. Oh, this is the answer to your problem. The sum of your geometric infinite, to be specific, is 1. Okay? Any questions about our first example for infinite geometric series? Let's have our second example. This one over here. So let's get the common ratio again. Kanang 2/3, i-divide na ko sa 2. 2/3 divided by 2. Now, di ba atong kuhaon ang reciprocal aning 2? What is the reciprocal of 2? 1/2. Because this is over 1. E baliktaro na nimo, that is 1/2. Proceed to multiplication. Can you cancel out numbers there? Yes. Cancel ang 2 ug 2. What is left is 1/3. 1 over 3. Now, let me ask you this question. Is 1/3 less than 1? Yes. So, therefore, atong i-compute ang geometric series for infinite kind, for the infinite kind. What is the first term? 2. 1 minus 1/3. Okay. What is 1 minus 1/3, Kenisha? 2/3. 2/3. That's the correct. 2/3. Sir, how did you get 2/3? My shortcut for this is so simple. Ato lang niha. 3 times 1, 3 minus 1, 2. Nakopyahon din na ako ang 3 din na nga denominator. It's only applicable if ever you'll have a whole number here nga i-minus. I do that all the time. Okay? So, using this one, I'm gonna be having 2 times what? Pila may reciprocal ani niya? Kay division naman na. 3/2. And you can cancel out 2. And you're left with how much? Okay. There you go. Sir, nakabantay ko. Pero lagi whole numbers ang answer. Pwede fraction. It's okay. Okay? Now, let's go to our next example. Number 3. This one. What is the common ratio? Negative. Okay, I heard someone said negative. That's totally right because negative 4 over 8. Ato lang i-fraction atong answer. Pila maning negative 4 over 8 in reduced form, fraction form? Negative 1/2. Okay, negative 1/2, right? So our common difference is negative 1/2. Now, if you're gonna get the absolute value of negative 1/2, it's still 1/2. Now, my question is 1/2 greater, or no, is 1/2 less than 1? Yes, so I'll be computing this one. So, mo compute din ko ani niya. So, I'll have the first term, which is 8. 8 all over 1 minus. Take note, the minus is for the formula. What is the common ratio? Do not forget the negative sign. Negative 1/2. Okay? Now, what happens when you have negative over here? Ma-positive. So, 1 plus 1/2. Oh, I'm going to use my shortcut. What is 2 times 1? Plus 1. Oh, this is 3 over 2. And your denominator is 8. Right? Now, let's continue further. So, I'm gonna get the reciprocal. That's 8. Pila ma-multiply na ako. Reciprocal sa 3 over 2. 2/3. Na ay makancel, ana? Asa may makancel? Walay makancel. Kay 8 ug 3, walay common. Di man pwede makancel ang 8 ug 2 kay both are numerators. If you're gonna do cancellation, it should be numerator and denominator. Okay, let's multiply 8 and 2. That's 16 over 3. Or in mixed form, 5. In mixed form, 5 and 1/3. Pwede put in decimal kung ganahan mo decimal, or 5.33. Unya human, decimal. Kanang ellipsis. Kay nag-repeat man na si 3. Okay? Any questions about our third example? Wala. Okay, let's have our last example. This one. Let's get the common ratio. What's the common ratio? You divide. 2. Now my question, is 2 less than 1? No. Since our R is not less than 1, no sum will be computed. Dili ta mo compute ana kay it defeats the condition nga dapat ang R is less than 1. So dili ta mo compute ana. Are there any concerns or questions